my name is Starless Shay and I'm here to make business easy for you. So today we're going to talk about how to create a notebook company, digital calendars, digital planners, whatever you want to create. We're going to show you how to do it and where you would do it. So stay tuned. Here is my notebook. This is not the very first notebook I made, but this is the most recent. I did design this on Canva and I was able to print this through Zazzle. So I'm going to show you guys pretty much the size I wrote in it. Forgive me, my notebook been through the trenches, but I used Zazzle when I did this. I've printed a couple of notebooks off of Zazzle and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. To get started, Zazzle would be the easiest company if you wanted to do a notebook. Now, when I mean a notebook, I'm talking about you just want somebody to write their dreams, their goals, their aspirations, where the customer is doing all the writing. I would not recommend doing planners off of Zazzle unless you wanted some very detailed, like you don't mind not having a detailed planner, like you're just looking for something to say, you know, January, February, March, and then you got a little design and you just want the cover and the back done, because that's all that Zazzle does. You cannot custom make your pages on Zazzle. That do this as well. You can also design digital downloads and you can also upload them to Amazon as well. So the same way you would upload a book to Amazon, you would do the same exact thing for a digital planner. The only thing is the measurements would have to be bigger if you wanted a bigger size planner. I'm going to go ahead and link my video to how to publish an ebook on Amazon, so you will be able to see the sizing, the different sizing methods that you can use, because when I actually made that book, I made a larger size and it was a poetry book, but that could be the size for a planner. So when you're using Amazon, you have to make sure you have the correct methods. So you can also do that, and it will print physical products for you, or it can do them digitally. You wouldn't handle anything if you're doing Amazon. Types of ways you can do this. You can do this digitally or you can do it physically. If you're going to do it digitally, I highly recommend doing it this way because it can be in a mass amount. Now, if you're going to do it digitally, another place you can use is also going to be Etsy. Etsy is very on top right now for planners. I'm going to show you guys here right now. And as you can see, they have lots of planners. People are selling the planners for $3, $4, $5. 15,000 people are buying them. 20,000 people is buying them. So just imagine how much money that eventually adds up to. But they're using self-care planners, they're using calendars, they're using all kinds of things. And as you can see, the designs are more popping on Etsy than anywhere else. You can also do it on your own physical website. You can upload them through Instagram. You can actually add it to your Facebook store if you wanted to as well. But that is where you would start your digital company, and that's how you would begin. Another place that you can use also is Alibaba. So I know I've mentioned Alibaba before. However, the only thing about Alibaba for the digital planners and the notebooks, they can make custom pages. They also make, you know, the custom questions, whatever you decide, they'll print it off. However, they do have an MOQ of over 100 and certain vendors have over 300. So you do have to keep that in mind if you choose to use one of those companies. I can do a company review another time. I'm just going based off what I have used before and I know how it works. I've also gotten business products from Zazzle, and I know that Zazzle is really good. Their quality is pretty neat. Show you guys pretty much a walkthrough of Zazzle. So Zazzle has mugs, pillows, they have different types of products there on their website. So I do recommend using them if you're freshly starting off and you don't have everything together. However, if you do have things together, you do have a design, you do know what you want, I would not go through Zazzle. I would likely either try going through Amazon if you want the physical product. Okay, if you want the physical product, I would go through Amazon, or I would seek another source to print it off for me and just pay the extra money. The good thing about Zazzle is they don't have a minimum amount of quantity. So if you decided you wanted only 5 notebooks just to test it out, they would give you 5 notebooks. I will also connect with people through Fiverr as well, because there are probably some people on there who would either do it for you for a lower amount than they would on Alibaba. Where do you design? How do you get a design for your notebook? How do you get a design for your digital products, your digital notebooks, your digital stuff? Like, what do you do? So I'm going to just go ahead and show you like this little video here, and I'm going to walk you through on what to do just really fast. So what you're going to want to do, I'm going to show you via Canva, because Canva is the easiest thing for anybody to learn how to use. And what you're actually going to do is type in planner. So it can be very tedious to actually learn how to design a planner, to learn how to design a notebook. Like I'm talking about, I've done it myself before, and like putting the lines there, it is so tedious. But thank God for Canva. So Canva has a bunch of templates that you're actually about to see where people have already done planners. They already got the squares, the lines, the questions, the whatever you want, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick whichever one you like, but we're gonna pick this one. And I'm gonna show you like, this one only has one, so it doesn't have like 7 pages in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right and we're going to click that little square and the plus button, and we're just going to begin to duplicate the pages. So that's how you would begin to make a 20-page planner document. If you wanted to, you would just duplicate the pages. However, you're going to want to design the page the way you want it to look first, and then you will begin to duplicate it. I just change the way that it looked last, so you can just check out how we duplicate, and then you can change it. You can change the colors, you can change the wording, you can even remove the squares. I just personally like starting off with one of the templates, because if you do have a look that you want, something that's going to be very tedious for you to make, it will take a long time, and so it won't take you as much time if you start off with some type of format. I did make my own planner, a self-care planner for entrepreneurs, to help entrepreneurs with their emotions and check how they're feeling and doing not just their business. And I did do it, and I uploaded it via Etsy. That was very tedious. That is not even a long planner. I started out with the outline, however, I completely nearly redid the entire thing, and it took me almost like 2 or 3 hours to do it, and I did it in one day. So it was less than 20 pages, I believe. Definitely less than 30, but I think for sure less than 20 pages. So it's going to be very tedious. So it's up to you to choose what type of planner you want, how deep you want to go with the designs. It's pretty much up to you and who you are trying to target with the planners. Show you about notebooks as well, digital notebooks. So for people that have iPads, even their phones, and they have like those little stick things. I'm about this because my baby actually has one. So this right here, like if somebody had this, and for example, right, wanted to go on a phone like this, because some people do have that, wanted to write on a phone, and most people have their phones, they use reminders, they use notes on their phone. So we use our phones for most things. And so if you wanted to have a notebook and somebody wanted to write on their phone, you can create that on Canva as well. So I'm going to show you that. You would just pretty much type in notebook, and it will show you the same thing with the lines, and you would just pick however you want it to look. So it's just going to depend on the look that you're going for. But this is what you would do. You would download it, and now I'm going to show you how to upload this on Zazzle. So you would go to Zazzle.com and create your own. So you could just pretty much follow what's being done right here, and you can pick the size you want and the type of notebook you want. Now I already have a previous picture here uploaded, but you would upload something from your computer that you downloaded off of Canva or whatever site you choose, and you're going to want to view this before you press submit. So it shows you a preview of how this looks before you do it. So we're just gonna look. So you see it shows you like the front, the sides, different angles and things like that, so you know how it looks. It is going to be important to have your measurements correctly though, like when you're downloading the PDF, you're downloading the picture, the image, make sure that it comes up clear, and make sure that it covers the full entire outside, because if it doesn't, what'll happen is it'll have white lines on the outside and it'll look really boxed in. You will begin to design. Different people use different websites. This is what I used. This is what is the easiest thing for anybody to use and to go find, and Canva doesn't cost a lot of money as well, and neither does Amazon. So you feel free to do that as well. So when you are done creating the documents, there are a couple of things that you can do, and we're just going to recap. So just a quick recap. So you can sell these digital products when you're done making them. You can sell them on your personal website. You can sell them on Amazon. You can sell them on Etsy. You can sell them on Walmart.com. You can begin to sell them on these different types of platforms so that you will be able to market your product. Now, creating a physical product, you can also sell them on the exact same places. However, on Amazon though, you won't be able to physically hold your product unless you order the copies. But once you submit your digital products to Amazon, they'll be able to do it. BookBaby, I do know them, they'll likely be able to do that as well. So when you are doing physical products, you can use Zazzle, you can use BookBaby, various other companies that will do it for you, so you can actually have the physical product, and there will be no ownership or title issues or questions about creating a digital product planner, calendar, whatever, you're going to want to make sure that you create different types of planners and notebooks for different kinds of people. So I do recommend hitting at least 3 different types of people because of the mass that you can create digitally. And for example, you can create it for moms, you can create it for somebody who going to church, you can create it for somebody that work 9 to 5 and they have personal venues or something they have to do afterwards, people who are food caterers, people who are makeup artists, hairstylists, whatever. I would recommend catering it to about 3 different types of people, making 3 different designs and deciding whether you're going to make a planner or a booking page or whatever it is that you want to do, but make it something that people will be able to interact with and something that will actually help them. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope this showed you how you need to do what you need to do pretty easily, you know, nothing too in depth. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Zazzle, if you do use or buy a certain amount, they do like a percentage off or whatever, but you'll kind of see that as you go on the website. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. Jesus Christ is Lord and he is good. And so I just thank you for watching. Bye.